Well, hello everyone. So glad I'm back. This last couple weeks have not been fun. There's been first we had fall spring days, which were amazing. And then all of a sudden we had a cold snap in below freezing temperatures. And then it was like, yay, finally. Yesterday, the high was supposed to be in the 70s, and we woke up to rain all day. I'm thankful for the rain. We need the rain. But man, I'm so glad to be back out here. We have an understanding. You know this. Don't mess with me, Midnight. He still sometimes tries to act like he's gonna flog me. And then I'm like, no, don't do it. So far, he's listened. Let's go to the coop and see what's happening. Well, hi there, ladies. I'm not hurting nobody. Just checking out the hens. They're fine. Checking to make sure all the hens are still around. Man, I'm telling you, I have seriously needed this. It is so nice coming out here and just walking around. I cannot wait till this garden is full of veggies. We're getting baby chicks here in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about that too. I'm so happy. Turns out we do have pine shavings. Good. I have done got hot. I was really hoping I could get away with what chicken wire we already had cut, but I think I'm going to have to cut some, so let's get to cutting. you doing? Chickens are nosy. Hey, how's everyone doing today? We're gonna get on here today and we're gonna talk about baby chicks. We're about to have some baby chicks here in a week or two. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get the brooder set up and ready and make sure we have everything we need before they get here. This is my oldest daughter. The chickens are her thing. I handed it down to her a few years ago. So she's gonna show us what we've got to do. We're gonna start with the things that you will need, your supplies for a chick brooder. Chicks cannot maintain their body temperature, so when you get them, they have to have a heat lamp to keep them warm till they get fully feathered. I think it's like 6 weeks. Is that right? 6 weeks is when they're fully feathered. Now, if you have a broody hen will also do the same. They'll keep the chicks warm underneath them. Speaking of broody hens, we have a broody hen. So we may see if we might put some under her and see how she does. Oh. That's how you can tell they're broody, when they yell at you when you try to get under them, because they don't want you taking their eggs.
She's just got big eggs right now, though.
One thing you do have to worry about, though, with a broody mama, it's better to separate her, if possible, with the baby chicks, because sometimes the other chickens will go after the baby chicks, and the mom is usually a good protector, but yeah, they get out to eat like once a day, and that's usually when the other hens try to get after them because they get mad at them because they don't like them in the nesting box. So if you have a broody hen, especially if she's a new mama, you may not want to risk keeping her in with the other hens. So the little chicks don't get hurt or anything. So here is some of the supplies you'll need. You'll need some kind of brooder, which is just some kind of container to keep them warm. We've used totes in the past. We've even used a kiddie swimming pool. There's lots of different things you could use. So really just any kind of container. And then we're going to need a heat lamp. I don't know which one of these work, so we're going to figure that out before we get them. And then my husband just built this little stand to hang it on. We're going to need bedding to put in the bottom. And then some kind of container to put water in. And one thing about these containers, or any water container, you need to figure out a way to keep your chicks from falling in it. I've seen some people put rocks in it, or they can just drink around the rocks because they're so tiny, and the chicks will just bundle up together, and sometimes they'll trample each other and push them into the water by accident. And then when you get a wet chick, then you have problems. We have revived a couple of chicks actually. Like, they can't maintain their body temperature. So we brought them in, blow dried them, and they were good after that. But that might be something to do, to put some rocks or marbles or something around there where they don't fall in it as easily. And then you're going to need a container with food to put your food in. Usually these have something like this with it. We have lost ours, so we may have to buy another one. You don't necessarily need it, but I mean, you can just fill them up in that. But that's for your food. And then I've got a few pieces of wood that it's good to have just to sit your food and your water up a little higher, because the chicks will kick shavings and stuff in them, so it just keeps the water and the food cleaner. And then the other thing we're gonna use is some chicken wire. I'm just gonna put it over this. I'm gonna sit it on top of this just to, well, I'm gonna sit it on top of here for just extra protection for the chicks so our cat don't get a hold of them or some other night predator. And also to keep this heat lamp from being a fire hazard, because if it falls, it'll just fall on this and it won't fall in the container and set the pine shavings on fire. They do have heating plates you can use. I've never used any of them, but from what I hear, they're good to use. But for now, we're just going to use the same thing we've been doing for, I don't know, the last 6 years. We're just going to do a heat lamp. So that's the things you'll need. And now we'll get started and put it together for you. Okay, there's the completed brooder. Now we just got to get some chick feed, some water, and some baby chicks. There it is, the completed brooder. Now obviously we're not going to leave this outside. We're going to put it inside the garage and plug up the heat lamp, and we'll just keep them in there until they get fully feathered. Thanks for watching. What neighbor? So, who cares? Hey! This is my daughter. She wants to help, but she doesn't want to be in the camera. I don't know what she wants. Hey, how are y'all today? You're watching Chickens and Roots. We are going to talk about a chick brooder today. We've got some baby chicks coming in. There's my oldest daughter. She and
Stop.
and 6 weeks fully feathered.
Why do you keep laughing?
Because it's hilarious.
It's not that funny.
Hey. Today we're going to talk about a chicken brooder. Oh wait, a baby chick brooder. Ready?
No.
Ready?
Stop.